Is it possible to spot cancer in its early stages?
Yeah, definitely. Most of the cases what we see in our regular practice, no, like because of lack of awareness, and the patients come with symptoms that are like late. So we diagnose at the late stage where treatment is little bit difficult. So, but if we are very much like we have good knowledge and we follow some screening principles and tests, we can detect very early. So that's why what, as I said, no, we see most of the patients which come to us at a later stage, it is difficult to treat. If at all, if they can like have the good knowledge of how, what are the symptoms of cancers, they can find themselves, and there are certain tests and screening tests by which we can spot like cancer. For example, breast cancer, there is definitely screening test called mammography. That is advised for all the women above 45 years of age. If you do that, we can spot early, and women need to self-examine their breasts. That will help detecting any lumps or any swellings which are not normal. Same way, there are awareness of to the patient is very important. For example, post-menopausal lady, if there is a bleeding, even a slightest amount of bleeding after attaining menopause, that directs to some grave symptom of cancer. So, especially after like intermenstrual bleeding, also in between the menstrual cycles, and after like bleeding after sexual intercourse, these are the symptoms which will tell that there is something wrong with the uterine cervix or endometrium, something. So for every particular cancer, there are specific symptoms which we should look for. So making aware of these, knowing these symptoms will help in detecting the cancers early. Other than this, there are general symptoms of cancer, like these are the specific general symptoms, like if you are feeling like you are losing weight excessively, that is unwanted weight loss. Like if you thought you are not doing dieting, you are not like following any other thing, still you are losing weight. For say around last 3 months, you are losing more than 5 kgs of weight. This is not normal. So there is something wrong with the body. That's why you are losing the weight. And if you are feeling not hungry, that means you have loss of appetite. You will be like you will not feeling like eating anything at all. This is also one of the symptoms. And generalized weakness and something not doing well. These are the general symptoms. These will not point to specific cancer, but overall these features are there. We have to be very careful and meet a clinician and get it checked. These are the general symptoms of a cancer, and other than that, there are certain guidelines wherein for breast cancer, for cervical cancer, colon cancer, prostate cancer. These are the most common cancers all over the world and India also. Cervical cancer. For these cancers, there are specific detected tests and blood tests, and there are screening procedures like mammography for breast cancer, colonoscopy for colon cancer. These, if at all we are follow according to guidelines, then I think we should be able to detect most of the cancers early, and treatment beneficial, and it will give good amount of quality life for the patients if detected very early.